Hi there, I'm Fiveoaks Green, and this is my application to join the Strangelands server. I'm here in my single player world, which I created in version 1.8, and I've been playing it for about 3 weeks now, and I've been trying to get all the achievements, so I haven't really built anything at all, except a couple of dirt huts. So I spawned over on the island you can see behind me, and there wasn't anything over there that was of any use. But fortunately I managed to swim past the water temple over there in the distance, over to this island, which had some trees, some grass, and some chickens, and more or less everything I needed to get a good start, except for sugarcane, which I found over there, and some cows which I had to travel some distance to get to. So I moved over onto this island, chopped down the trees, and dug my first tunnel over here, which went more or less down to bedrock before I found anything useful. And I stayed down here. I've built a big branch mine which is about 64 blocks in each direction. It's best not to go down that end of the tunnels because that's underneath the water temple and you get a few nasty surprises if you go down there. But over here I managed to make a really good start on the game. This is where I spawned. This is where we are now. And after I made the tunnels, I had to travel all the way over here to find some cows, which allowed me to set up with enchanting. I went down to the nether over here and got a brewing stand. I'm still trying to get all the achievements, and so far I've got 2 wither skeleton skulls, which is where the point I've got to. So if I have a look at the achievements, I've completed all of these achievements up here. I've been to the end, defeated the dragon, but I haven't yet managed to spawn the wither. And at this point I thought it'd be a good idea to build a house as part of my application to join the Strangelands server. I've got some cake there from an achievement, my notch apple. I've got some pretty good diamond armour and some spares. I've got a silk touch, fortune pick and a couple of spares of those, so I'm pretty set up for materials. When I was exploring for cows, I ran across this plains biome here, which is my favourite biome for building in, and it's also a lot like the spawn village on Strangelands, so I thought I'd build my house here. I built my rail. These maps are 1,000 blocks across, so I built a 1,000 block rail there, and I'm just in the process of tearing down this bit of it and turning the rail round there so that I can get between my various different bases by rail and by boat. I'm going to be building mainly out of dark oak, which I found up here, and out of white clay, which I found down here in the mesa biome. So at this point I'm going to take my boat and come round to here and then across onto the plains biome. So I'll speed up the footage here so that you don't have to sit and watch me travel all that distance. Here's where I built the platform to ride a pig off a cliff, and here's my good friend who managed to survive the fall and helped me get the achievement. So here we are on the plains. I've put a chest down over here with the materials I'm going to need, and I'm going to build it just there. It's going to be in the Tudor style. I've got some dark oak, I've got some white stained clay, and then I've got a few other things to decorate with. What I'll do is I'll just build one corner of it, and then I'll speed up the footage whilst I complete the house. So the basic layout is going to be 3 blocks that way, 5 this way, 1, and then make all 4 corners look like that. So I'll just lay out the first level of the foundations. So that you can get an idea what the floor plan is going to look like. Hopefully this will join up. Yeah, that looks good. So it's just going to be a small house. So I'll start off with a wooden framework. Hopefully the feather falling boots will do their job. It's starting to get dark. Fortunately, I brought the equipment for a bed with me. So we'll see if I can get this done before any mobs spawn. Right, here we go then. As I say, I'll just build one corner of this so that you can see what it's going to look like. And I think the two colours, the dark oak and the white clay, go well together. It's not quite exactly the same as a classic Tudor style house, but it's pretty close. And instead of windows, I want to put in some shutters. So I'm going to have those set up like that. Closed, they look like that. And then leave those open. So a bit of detail work. I'm going to try and stick to the building code on the Strangelands server. Look at that. Perfect bit of lighting. Right, I think I need a bit of scaffolding material. Just to get me up higher so that I can build the roof. So we'll put those like that. Those like that. And I'll need a couple of doors for there. Finish this off. No, I've put that in the wrong place. There we go. So this is how the end's going to go, with a gable end roof. So at this point I will stop the recording and finish off around the four corners to make it symmetrical, and then bring you back in. So a second day has passed and I've made a bit of progress. Unfortunately I've got a witch over there which I think it would be a good idea to get rid of before I carry on building. Let's see if she's dropped me anything. Some nice sticks. Bit of breakfast and then carry on with the building. So here we are with all the walls built. I'm going to put a second floor in there, which will be just for storage. I think actually I'll leave it mainly open. So, all that's left to do now is the floor and the roof. So I'll get on with that and I'll probably speed up the footage. So here we are, it's finished. The sun's just going down, so we should be able to see how the lighting works. And then the last little touch is a few bits of decoration. The last bit of sun in the sky. And it seems to be fairly well lit all the way round. A couple of witches over in the distance. I think I will sleep the rest of the night away and then put the final touches on in the morning. Bit of decoration on the outside. Put the furniture on the inside, and that's how it looks. There we are, still a little bit of work to do on the interior. But that's it from me. This is my application to join the Strangelands server. I hope you've enjoyed it. If I am invited to play on the Strangelands server, the first project I'd like to do is a similar Tudor build, and it'll be inspired by a street that's called the Shambles in York. I'll put a link to some images of the Shambles in the description below, and you can have a look at the sort of thing I'd like to build. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.